express appreciation to everyone of you who took time to participate in this very important occupational safety and environment committee meeting. The agenda to start with: apologies for absence, minutes of the previous meeting, matters arising from the minutes, addressing the explosion and fire at SILC Industrial Park, environmental impact and safety measures, and date of next meeting.
An official apology has been received from Mr. Hafiz of the Maintenance Department, who is unable to attend today's meeting due to unforeseen circumstances. His absence has been duly noted and recorded in the minute meeting. Aside from Mr. Hafiz, all other committee members are present and accounted for, allowing us to proceed with the meeting as scheduled.
Before we move forward with today's agenda, I suggest that we take a moment to review the minutes from our previous meeting. This will help ensure that everyone is aligned and that any unresolved issues are properly addressed. Raja, as the secretary of the committee, would you kindly provide us with a summary of the key discussion, decisions and action points from the last meeting?
Certainly, Mr. Chairman. During the 11th Occupational Safety and Environment Committee meeting, we discussed and addressed three key areas of concern. Firstly, there was a focus on improving the storage of hazardous chemicals to ensure better safety and compliance with regulations. Second, we emphasized the importance of reinforcing the proper and consistent use of PPE, which is professional protective equipment, among all staff, particularly in high-risk areas. Lastly, we plan for a fire drill to test our emergency preparedness and evacuation procedures. I'm pleased to report the progress has been made on all fronts. The chemical storage improvements have been implemented in accordance with safety guidelines, and preparation for the fire drill are well underway. However, there is one area still pending: our PPE inventory. The delay has been caused by ongoing procurement challenges, particularly in sourcing specific sizes and types of gear required by different departments. We are in contact with the supplier, and Justin has been following up closely to ensure the new stock arrive as soon as possible.
Yes, I have been actively following up on the matter with our procurement and logistics team. Based on the latest update from our supplier, the new stock of personal protective equipment, which is PPE, is scheduled to arrive by this coming Friday. While there were some delays initially due to supply chain constraints, and I have ensured that the order is being prioritized so our staff can be equipped with the necessary safety gear without further disruption.
That is certainly encouraging news, and I appreciate the effort being made to expedite the delivery. I must highlight that the current PPE used by my team is quite outdated and in some cases are worn out. From a safety and operational standpoint, this is far from ideal. It compromises not only the comfort of the worker, but it also their protection while handling hazardous tasks. Receiving the new equipment will significantly improve both moral and overall workplace safety for my team.
Alright, thank you. We will agree to accept the minutes as recorded.
Yes, we agree.
And now we are going to the main issues, which is the explosion and fire last week on SILC. Luckily, we were not directly affected by two of our contract workers on site, Pak Salim and Azhar. They really got injured when they were working nearby. What and how can we help them?
Their families are going through struggles. We were managing their location even though they were not our permanent employees. We hold certain responsibility with regard to ethics and perhaps economics.
For Pak Salim, he has 3 young children. His wife said they are having a hard time paying hospital bills.
Azhar informed us that his son had no choice but to miss school for this week due to unavoidable circumstances. During the conversation, he also inquired whether our company might be able to offer any form of assistance to support and to help ease the burden his family is currently facing. We are presently considering the request and will assess the most appropriate way to provide support should it fall within the company capacity and policies.
Shall we open the floor? What can we do for both of them?
Okay, to start with, I would suggest the first option. We offer temporary insurance to cover the 2 Indian employees, which are Pak Salim and Azhar. Although they are not permanent employees, they were under our responsibility at the time when the incident happened, and it would be a good move to give them some kind of emergency insurance, which would indicate that this company is serious about its value and duty of care.
It is a great idea, Justin. Are we in a position to cover the non-staff workers with any policy at the present moment?
Not directly, however, we can ask for a special exemption with the HR and the board, and I think it would not be forever and just a temporary cover to assist them with their medical expenses and possible follow-up care.
That would certainly show social responsibility, but there may be legal or financial restraint. We will have to craftily specify the limit and time of coverage.
I think it's a good idea and will it not take too long to getting approved. It is time to assist their workers. The procedure of insurance can consume weeks.
And if the board ultimately decide to reject the request, we risk having lost precious time without making any meaningful effort to support the family during a difficult period. Not only will this delay reflect a lack of responsiveness, but it will have also lead to missed opportunities to show compassion and strengthen our relationship with those affected.
This is a complete waste of time. All of us here know damn well the company isn't going to pay a single cent. So what's the point of sitting here pretending like something will actually change? If the company isn't truly serious about solving this issue, then just stop wasting everyone's time. Don't insult them with yet another hollow promise to add to the long list of lies they have already heard. They are tired of sweet talk. They want real action, not empty words.
Fidaus, please, I will request you to be respectful. We are not here to vent, we are here to find solutions. Another outburst and I will request you to go outside. Can you remain professional, please?
Oh God, please.
I understand the concern regarding the lengthy approval process, but I believe we can restructure the request and categorize it under an emergency welfare provision by clearly outlining the urgency of the situation and demonstrating the immediate need for support, and which we could expedite the review process. If we present it as a one-time compassionate measure rather than a long-term policy change, I am confident that we can secure approval from both HR and the legal department within a week.
But how about for option 2 and 3 and 4?
Okay, alright. Then we will decide by vote whether or not to take this course. Okay, we have 4 options, which is first, offer temporary insurance cover, and second, pay the hospital or medical bills, and third, donate daily necessities such as food. Fourth, provide emotional and physiology physiological support.
Okay, so you have four options. Pick one, Justin.
For me, the best option is the second choice, which is pay the hospital or medical bills. This is because what I think, this approach offers the most immediate and practical relief to the affected workers and their families who are currently facing financial strain due to the unexpected cost of treatment, and with these medical expenses are often overwhelming, and by covering this cost, we demonstrate tangible care and responsibility, especially since the injuries occurred during duties under our supervisions, and it's direct compassionate action that reflects both ethical concern and company accountability, and that's all my opinion.
So, which one do you prefer?
For me, I prefer option 2, pay the hospital or medical bills, because it is one of the employer's responsibility. If an employer is injured while doing their jobs, the employer is responsible for emergency medical care, covering hospital or clinic expenses, and rehabilitation costs if needed.
So, how about you, Firdaus?
For me, I think option 3 is best for me, which is donate daily necessities such as food for both of them.
Okay, and you?
I support the option 2, same with them.
Alright, so the decision has been made. We also will offer a one-off hospital bills reimbursement up to 3,000 ringgit per affected worker. You, Justin, will be in charge of the implementation, coordinate with the HR and the legal to process claims.
Alright, sir, I understand, and I will make necessary process regarding the issue.
When is the disbursement deadline?
We target on 50th of July, which is next month. Okay.
I will dispatch official records and gather supporting materials of their families.
Okay, so let's move on the second issue. One more important matter is the environmental impact and safety response after the SILC incident. DOE has submitted their preliminary report. Through our premises were affected directly, they noted proximity, risk and recommend precautionary measures.
Yes, DOE detected minor airborne particulate near our boundary. It wasn't hazardous, but advised air quality monitoring and risk assessment.
My team smelled chemical that day and I feel dizzy. We should initiate regular air quality checks in that area.
I agree with the concern raised, and to ensure we are taking responsible and proactive measure, I propose that we implement temporary air quality monitoring for a period of 30 days. In addition to that, we should also conduct soil and water testing near the affected boundary to detect any potential contamination. These actions are essential not only to fulfill regulatory compliance requirements, but also to uphold our commitment to workplace safety and environmental stewardship. By doing so, we can promptly identify and lingering hazards and take corrective action before they escalate.
Are we also reviewing storage of flammable materials?
Yes, a comprehensive inventory review is already underway. Fire risk assessment and spill response kits will be upgraded.
Okay. Shouldn't we also take this opportunity to review and update the emergency response plan? Given the recent development, it will be prudent to ensure that our procedure remain relevant, comprehensive and responsive to the kind of situation we are currently encountering. And updated plan could help us act more swiftly and effectively in future cases, especially when the well-being of employees and their families is involved.
Yes, the initiative is already in progress. Ms. Nurin, the Department of Environment (DOE) has strongly advised that all facilities within the affected vicinity, including our undertake through review and update of the emergency preparedness and response plan, which is EPRP, to address any existing gaps or update procedures in line with that recommendation. We have begun revising our internal protocol to ensure they reflect current risks and operational realities. Furthermore, a full-scale refresher emergency drill is scheduled to be conducted within the next quarter. This will involve participation from all relevant departments and, if possible, include observe from DOE to provide external feedback and validation. The goal is to enhance our readiness and ensure everyone knows exactly what to do in case of another emergency.
Okay, so to summarize it from our meeting, the first one is 30-day air and soil monitoring. Second is hazard inventory and storage review. Next is emergency response plan updates. And lastly, fire drill with DOE observer involvement. So Justin, you manage the monitoring equipment. Roger, you ensure the documentation is ready. And in time, please brief your teams about this.
Yes, we understand, sir.
Any other business?
Not one of mine.
Good.
Okay, so then, John, we will. Thanks everyone who contribute. Let us make sure that we support our employees during needy times.
Okay, so the next meeting will be planned previously on 25 August.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you and assalamualaikum.